Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this FM20 Lower League series with York City. Before we jump into the episode itself, please do subscribe, hit the bell, that way you'll be notified of new episodes as and when they go live. We've got loads of great content on the channel now. We've got the Seed Dogs Can Fly series, the BFC Dynamo series and of course this York City series. That's alongside all the guides, tactical reviews and player stuff that we're doing as well. Right guys, on to the episode itself, and today you're going to see two live games, the Champions League quarter-final first leg and second leg. You'll find out who that's against in just a moment, but let's get you caught up on the schedule first of all. So you may remember the last game. We beat Wolverhampton Wanderers in the League Cup final to lift our first major trophy in the club's history. We followed that up with an amazing win, 4-2 away from home at Old Trafford. I say weird because we had two red cards, one in the 19th minute and one in the 51st. And despite being down to 9 men, we still beat a almost full strength United squad with arguably a weaker 11 on our end. We then beat Bournemouth 4-1 away from home and we absolutely dominated that match. We got 5 clear-cut chances, 4 half chances and 14 shots on target. Lara adding to his tally for the season with 2 more goals and Agresta scoring in injury time, which was nice to see. Schuller scored on 2nd minute for us to beat Leicester 1-0. That was a bit of a scrappy affair, to be honest. But then Wolves didn't put up much resistance in a 4-0 victory. Gorka Rodriguez with a couple of stunning strikes in that game before we came up against Real Sociedad. Now this was a great performance. We needed to win and Morales dispatched a penalty early on before he added to that with his second. Todorovic played it through and Moya Morales, what a strike. Real Madrid had me sweating with a Lopez free kick, bringing it back to 2-1. If they'd have scored next, we'd have gone out. But the team played well, Todorovic got the ball to Strickland and he finished, firing home to send us through to the quarter-final of the Champions League. We then beat Liverpool at home 2-0 in the FA Cup quarter-final. Capadonna with the throw-in, Lara on the end of it to head over the keeper. We've had a few goals like that this season. And Rodriguez with a lovely ball over top. Lara using that agility, his speed and acceleration and slotting home to make it 2-0. Really good result. We then met Liverpool again and drew 1-1, which I felt, to be honest, was a very much deserved result. We had 19 shots to their 11, 3 clear-cut chances and 4 half chances. We did take the lead before they went and equalised on the 92nd minute. So I was a little bit gutted to give it away the way we did, but still, a draw away at Anfield is not a bad result. We then came up against Tottenham, who put up some resistance. Bit of a pain in my side. They were very defensive and the game finished 2-2. Again, they didn't have an awful lot of shots on goal, but we couldn't convert our 4 chances that we did create. So, you may be wondering, who have we got in the Champions League? Well, you can have a look at the draws for yourself. Here is the quarter-final draw. So first out the hat was United, followed by PSG, then Liverpool to play Napoli, Atletico Madrid against Barca, which left us against Manchester City. Very tough game. It is a team we do struggle against quite heavily. And the Champions League semi-final draw shortly followed that. Dependent on who wins, we would possibly be against either Atletico Madrid or Barcelona. So we're certainly not going to be doing it the easy way if we do any good in Europe this season. And that brings us to the FA Cup draw as well. Brighton got drawn against Southampton, so that would make an easy final for whoever makes it through out of us and Man City. Again, Manchester City. I've had to play them, I think, 6 or 7 times this season, based on that. Jumping into Premier League, we're on 81 points with 6 draws and 1 loss, the rest all victories. So looking good for the title. I did the calculations a minute ago and we need 6 points, so just 2 wins to guarantee top spot. We have also just had our youth intake, so I want to show you one player from that because the majority were useless. But this lad from Ireland gives me a lot to be excited about. He's only 16 And to get this in your youth intake is amazing. 17 dribbling, 17 first touch, 17 technique, 20 teamwork, 18 work rate. Yes, his physicals need a bit of work on the agility, acceleration and pace side of things. But as a base at 16-year-old, that is unbelievable. Hopefully we can get him trained up. But looking at some of the reports from training, it suggests that he's a bit of a slouch. We'll have to wait and see on that. He's on the bench for the Champions League quarter-final against Manchester City though, so we could be seeing him make a dream debut. Right guys, first livecom game of the episode, Champions League first leg. I get goosebumps just saying that. It's been so long waiting for this moment, and we are playing at the Etihad. Looking at the scouts report, they're going to play a 4-5-1, which is, as you all know, my favourite system. I hate coming up against this. And they also play a possession-based game with a cautious mentality. Don't like it, because we usually play attacking, and when the opponent plays cautious, that plays right into our weaknesses. This is going to be the starting 11. We're going to have Lara and Agresta up front. Agresta's coming in for Louis. Louis would usually play these sorts of games, but I feel like Agresta, since coming in January, has done quite well. I've gone with Sagnier on the left. He's got great agility, balance and acceleration, so I'm hoping he can hit them on the counter. Muck, deep line playmaker to pick out the passes with that vision and passing. Todorovic to make the late runs as a box-to-box midfielder. And Rodriguez with that speed again. So as you can see, there's a common theme running through the team. We're trying to hit them hard with that cautious mentality. The back line is as you would expect. Jonathan Friel is getting his number. I'll give him number 28. The 16-year-old sitting on the bench for the Champions League, potentially making his debut, not only for the club, but in Europe. Strong side there for Manchester City. Harry Kane up front, Brandt, Foden, Camavinga. They just have superstars throughout and some really good players on the bench as well. I think we're just going to go with a pretty calm team talk. Maybe tell them that they're underdogs, but let's go and cause an upset. And then I'll also reinforce that with a little bit of the old put my arm around them and tell them I love them. There we go. Right, over to you boys. Ball's worked its way to Sagnier, who's cutting inside. Picks out Rodriguez. Gorka brings the ball forward. Good cross. Ooh. Agresta couldn't find the finish at the near post. Manchester City with their first corner of the game. And, oh, you're joking. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Ah, dear. Agresta, I made the decision to bring him in and he's given away a penalty. I thought of anything, it would be missing chances that'd be the problem. Not the greatest start, must admit. Still early days. If we can get an away goal to take to the second leg, then that would be very helpful. Oh, wow, we scored. From the long throw, it's been a constant threat for us all season. Capadonna manages to get an assist from a throw-in. Don't know what the keeper was doing. It was a crowded area, but Lara manages to slot the ball home. Yet another big goal for a big player. Agresta's been booked. Better tell him to ease off tackles. I need to watch that. Any players that are getting booked, we need to tell them to ease off. Otherwise, we might end up getting a red card, which could cause us major issues. Well, the lads have been excellent, so let's give them a pat on the back. We've not had a lot of highlights, in fairness. It's been a bit of a drab affair, but we are playing the cautious mentality, so that's bound to happen. Manchester City with the first highlight of the half. Todorovic, ball forward to Agresta. Agresta plays it through to Lara. Lara's through on goal, 1-on-1, and he slots it home. Get in, 2-1. Champions League, first leg, away from home. Could this be the goal that sets us up for a semi-final against either Atletico Madrid or Barcelona? Right, I think we're going to make some changes. Sagnier's been booked. Now, I'm actually going to bring Friel on. My brand new winger, 16 years old, to make his debut in the Champions League. I could regret that, but I am feeling a little bit sentimental and hoping to build up a new legend at the club. Aarons picks up the ball, dribbles inside. Good tackle by Todorovic. The cautious mentality is working a dream as Lara's through. He's one-on-one with Ederson. Oh my God. 3-1. 3-1 at the Etihad. Juanma Lara with his hat-trick and his 30th goal of the season. Agresta makes up yet again for the mistake in the first half. And I'm in shock. Absolute shock. Clock's ticking down. We've got 15 minutes left. Come on, boys. Don't screw this. Or are you joking? Is that a penalty or is it a free kick? Penalty or a free kick? Making me nervous. Oh, and it's Friel as well. Oh, the 16-year-old on off the bench gives away a free kick. But they may still score from this, so we're not over the line yet. Oh, well played. Right, let's make some changes. Some players out there are getting a little bit tired. So Gorka Rodriguez for Dinea. And I think really we should probably have Mukoff for Strickland. Try and show things up a little bit because he's more of a defensive deep line playmaker than he is a creator, Strickland. We're down to the last 8 minutes. Right, let's go into tactics screen and tell the lads to, I'm on the wrong page, hold their shape and regroup. If we can hold on to this 2-goal lead, take it into second leg, we have a massive chance of going through. Massive. Cherky working the ball forward to Kane. Kane to Aaron. Somebody get a challenge in. Come on. Great challenge by Friel. The 16-year-old kid making his debut. Great tackle. Ball's still alive though. Strickland plays it out. Lara. And that's a very poor tackle by Todibo. That should see us over the line, boys. I think we may have won 3-1 at the Etihad. Strickland. Moves the ball forward to Friel, but it's out of play. Come on, ref. He's blown his whistle. Get in there. We deserve that. 3 clear-cut chances. 2 half chances. Friel got a 6.9 rating on his debut. Not too shabby, even though he gave away a free kick that could have cost us. But I'm happy with that. Right, boys. We've got Norwich coming up. And then the big second leg. So we're going to take a pause. I'm going to play the Norwich game. And then we'll be in with the second leg in just a minute. Right, guys. We just played the Swansea game away from home and won 4-0. Really good performance. So I thought I'd get you updated on where the Champions League is right now. Liverpool have won 5-1 on aggregate against Napoli. Manchester United won 4-1 on aggregate against PSG. And of course, we've still got our game to come. And I think Barcelona were 4-3 up from the first leg against Atletico Madrid. They're now playing at home in the new camp. So you'd think it's going to be Barcelona against York City. Touch wood. Now, I'm going to make a bit of a controversial decision here. And I'm actually going to rest my first 11 for the reason that we've got the FA Cup semi-final coming up straight after this game. There's only, how many days break? We've got 2 days break before the big game. And if we can make all 3 finals and win the title, that would be incredible. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with the weaker team. I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to go with an attacking strategy, mentality, rather than the cautious one that got us here in the first place. For the very reason that Manchester City have to come out and attack us. I don't think they'll play the same cautious mentality they did the first time round. And it means there'll be gaps for us to open up. I don't think sitting back is going to be the right thing to do because the sort of football they play, they'll just pass it around all day long. Hopefully, the plan will come together. Kepadonna from the throw-in. This is how we scored our first goal in the first leg, and we've done it again. Ederson has yet another howler, and Fabrizio Moya Morales scores again. His 11th goal of the season. He only joined in January. Ederson will not want to watch that one back, that's for sure. Great start for York City though. We've had 3 shots, 2 on target in 14 minutes as Manchester United have their first shot. Terrible effort from Camavinga. Hopefully that should put the game out of sight for us. Morales has picked up a twisted knee, so we're going to have to bring him out. That's a little bit gutting, to be honest. He's been playing really well, been a great servant for us off the bench and in those easier matches. We're now at the halfway point in the first half. Not much happening for Man City. They've had one shot, which was on target. We have been all over it so far. To Debo. See, again, they're trying to pass it around, but our high press is working really well. Chevalier brings it forward. The French left winger, straight to Edison. Terrible shot. Terrible. See, again, that high press. Look how we're all swarming around them. Almost got our second goal. Almost. We've got a couple of bookings there, so I may need to go in and just double check there's none that need telling to ease off the tackles. We'll do that in just a second. Almost 20 minutes have flown by in the second half, and we've barely had a highlight yet. Ball's back to Savage. He's just taking his time. You keep doing that, lads. Brunt, Capadonna. Great ball over the top, almost picked out the ball to Louis as Haaland's in, and that is offside, thankfully. Really good finish though. I'm not sure how close that was, but it seemed pretty tight to me. Yeah, just held the line well there though. I could see what they were trying to do. Right, we're going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to have Capadonna off because I don't want him getting sent off. He can make rash decisions, the same as Denayer can as well. But actually, I'm going to have Chevalier off because I want Friel on. Again, the 16-year-old. This is his third appearance from off the bench now. Agresta's in. I think he's fouled. Yeah, unlucky. No, he's offside, actually. Corner with Denayer. Crosses the ball in. Oh, Brun. What? Why did he not react there? Nearly had it 2-0. We've got a long throw coming in from Dionku, the right back. Into the mixer. Schuler, get it in. Oh, good effort. No one following it up. And we are all over Man City's goal. This has to be an opportunity, surely. Agresta is good with free kicks. Oh, yes, he is. Brilliant goal. 7th of the season for Stefano Agresta. Him and Morales have been superb signings in January. Well, that puts us 2-0 up, which makes it, I believe, 5-1 on aggregate. Man City may have started the scoring in this competition, but we've well and truly finished it so far. Romario Barros come off the bench, and Friel, the 6'3" left winger, the new young prospect, makes the tackle. That's about the 4th time he's done that in the last 3 games. So I think he'll be quite good in the winger role where he does need to get back and get a foot in. As Cherky takes on the entire team, and Horvath is at the back post to prevent a goal. Only 15 minutes remaining, lads, and then we're going to find out who we've got in the Champions League semi-final. Yes, I am speaking too soon, but I am confident. I cannot see Man City getting 4 goals here. Denayer with the corner. Good cross in. Ooh, Gunny. Couldn't get his header in the back of the net. Edison, oh my days, what has just happened? What has just happened there? Edison went for the kick. It rebounded off his own player, dropped to Agresta to finish. Let's have a quick look. So Edison, yeah, he literally kicked it against his own player. I'm not sure who that was, and it's not going to tell me. 3-0 in the home leg, 3-1 in the away leg. You don't beat Man City by these scorelines very often, so I'm just going to soak this up. Denayer with another corner. Louis Agresta to Schuller. Oh, that would have been a wonderful way to finish it, but it's offside. The flag's gone up. Literally seconds remaining. The referee is pulling the whistle to his lips as the York City fans are jubilant in the stands. All 15,000 of them, or whatever we have. Tiny stadium it is. And that's it. It's all over. We're through. We're through to the semi-final of the Champions League in only our first season in the competition in the club's history. And we're going to play Barcelona. Ooh, that's going to be tasty, isn't it? Right, lads. No better way to end a game than like that. I'm not going to make you watch the semi-final of the FA Cup. I'm going to play that through myself. But we are going to come back for the Barcelona game. I'm probably going to come back for the away leg. But we might even do the home leg. We'll have to wait and see. Right chaps, thank you so much for following, thank you for watching, it's all very much appreciated. If you haven't done so already, do subscribe and do click the bell to make sure you get alerted of all the new episodes as they go live. There's loads going on the channel at the moment. And if you enjoyed this episode, give us a thumbs up, hit the like button, it really does help us, and jump in the comments. Love to hear your thoughts on what is going down. I will see you all next episode.